Well, let me just briefly go over what the program we're going to make will do. The program really it's really doing just one thing, to be honest. It's listening, or in other words, it's checking where the user press on the canvas. And for every point that you click on Turtle's canvas, it's gonna spawn or draw out a randomly colored, randomly sized, and randomly tilted square spiral on the spot you clicked. So in other words, you click on the place on the canvas, the program will draw out a random square spiral on the spot you clicked. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So in order to make this program, we need to split it up into 2 steps. And let's worry about them one by one. The first step, which is something you are pretty familiar with, is to create something that will help you draw the spiral out. So here's your first task. And we're doing this in Repel. So what is the first task about? Your task to create a function called draw underscore spiral. You're supposed to create that function. What does the function take in, or what other parameters of the function? It should be x and y. What do they represent? They will represent the x, y, and y coordinate of the point where you will want to draw the spiral on. Okay. So the function is called draw spiral. It takes in 2 parameters, x and y, representing the x and y coordinate where you're going to draw the spiral on. What exactly does it do, though? Well, there are actually 4 things you need to do. First, it is to pick a random color from red, green, white, blue, yellow, and orange. It's going to pick a random color from these that will be later used to draw out the spiral. You see all these spirals in this graph. All of them are of random colors. They are of different colors. So that's why the function should generate a random color. What next? Next, it's going to pick a random repetition number between 30 and 70. You might be asking, what does repetition number mean? Well, remember when you're drawing a spiral, you need a for loop. And in a for loop, in the range function, you need to tell it like how many times it should repeat itself to draw out the size of the spiral, right? That number in the range function is what I call repetition number. So in other words, it should randomly choose a number between 30 and 70 to feed into that range function. Next, it should also pick a random initial tilt angle between 0 to 45 degrees. So when I say initial tilt angle, that means before you start drawing the spiral, you're going to ask it to move, you're going to ask it to turn right for just a little bit, just tilt it a little bit, and then you will start drawing the spiral. And after all of these 3 preparational steps are done, last step is to draw out the actual spiral using the color you chose from step 1, the repetition number you chose from step 2, and the initial tilt angle you chose from step 3. Okay, time's up. Well, this is taking much longer than I expected. I thought you all know how to do this because we did something exactly the same before. Leo got to the closest. So I'm just gonna use his code to base off my work. So I'm screen sharing using Leo's code right now. Hannah, can you see the code or is it too small?
I can see it.
Can you clearly see it though? Like, can you read the text?
I think so.
You think so? Okay, I'm not gonna enlarge then. Okay, so Leo did a couple things right here. He actually jumped ahead, to be honest. So he first initialized his turtle. So import turtle and t equals turtle.pen, and then he imported random so that he can use the random functions in his function. First, he generated a random color using random.choice, giving it this list of colors. And then he generated a random number of repetition to use. Well, it should be 71 though, but it's all right. And then tilt, it will be a random angle between 0 to 46 degrees. But you have to use the tilt angle. You have to tilt it before you enter the loop for drawing the spiral. So t dot right by tilt. Okay. So this is basically asking you to do like an initial tilt before you actually start drawing things out. And in a for loop, and this for loop is where you actually start drawing the spiral. So obviously Leo forgot how to draw a spiral. So I'm just gonna do it here. Actually, I should probably do I times 2 to make the spiral larger. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna actually. So Leo has already worked ahead of me, and he registered this function as a event handler for when you're clicking on the screen. So let's see what it does right now. So if I click on canvas, nothing shows up. Nothing shows up. Okay. Just in case that this is actually, it should be T on screen click. Wait. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Sorry. Actually, let me just look something out really quick. Right, on screen click. It is on screen. Okay, maybe it's just Repel being weird. Let me try to copy this into the shell and do it again. Okay, it's not happy because I'm doing all things in the shell. Let me just put it here then. Save, desktop, temp. Run it. So here's the canvas. Nothing shows up. Okay, weird. Let's temporarily delete the background color so we can see where the cursor is at. Run it. Leo, it is not going to where I ask you to draw it out. It is not going to where I'm asking you to draw out the spiral. Yes, Hannah?
I think when you like click it on like the direction, I think it follows your direction.
No, it has nothing to do with that. What is wrong here? What is wrong about this code? Well, here's something wrong. Did we even use the parameters at all? Did we even use the parameters? No, we didn't. Hannah, tell me, what did I say the parameters should represent? What did I say about that?
Oh, I think I get it. So like the position where in the specific, like where the position where the turtle thing should go.
Yes, XY should represent the coordinate of the position where your turtle should draw the things out, or the turtle should draw the spiral out. But did we use it? We didn't. So obviously, Turtle doesn't know that we wanted to go to the specific position. It's just like, well, I'm going to start drawing here. No big deal. So how do we fix this? Well, obviously, we need to ask it to go to the position where we specified by the x and y coordinates. So most obvious, we need to do t.setPos x and y. So would that solve the issue? Let's see. Yeah. It is going to where I'm asking to draw things out, but it's leaving this annoying trail behind it. I don't want that. How can I fix it? Hannah, do you know how I can fix it?
Wait, darn it, I don't. Wait, I remember, but I think I forgot.
Okay, Leo, do you remember it? Do you remember what do we need to do to fix that issue? You know, where you're having this annoying trailing line behind you.
T.pen up and T.pen down.
Exactly. T.pen up. You have to lift the pen before you start moving. And after you move to the designated position, that's when you can put the pen down. So now if we try it again, there you go. Now it's going to where we ask it to go without, leaving an annoying trail behind it. But here's one more problem. Why is this all in black and white? Didn't I tell you that you're supposed to use a random color? Well, you did generate a random color. But did you use it?
Didn't have time to get that color.
Well, anyways, you need to do pen color with the color that you generated. To make it, use the color generated at random. So there we go. Now it's using a randomly generated color. And okay, that's just a small bug. No worries. Now we can just put the turtle.bg color. You can just put it to black. Save it, run it, and there we go. It's drawing our spiral whenever we click on a spot. Don't worry about the this kind of weird thing being drawn over here. That's because I clicked too fast. It didn't have the time to finish drawing. Yep. It works just fine if you don't click too fast. So I'm gonna copy and paste this code back. And also to you, Hannah, so you can look at it and try on your own. By the way, this also includes what I ask you to do for the second step, which is to register your canvas. Sorry, to register the draw spiral function as a callback function for on-screen click event. So Leo's code had already done that. We've also set the canvas to black already. So yeah, we're done with this.